Hi guys, it's me. We're going to talk briefly about your remarkable pen pal assignment and a couple of the expectations I have for you. And I just wanted to record this so that you could do this at home if you want to work on it a little extra. Okay, so first of all, our intro paragraph for our remarkable pen pal persuasive paper has to start with a hook, bridge, and thesis. So I gave you 3 sentence stems to get this started, and I would prefer that you only use my sentence stems if you're choosing to do mild. If you choose to do medium or spicy, I would really like it if you would come up with your own hook, bridge, and thesis. But if you feel stuck and you're doing mild, feel free to use my sentence stems and you can just fill in the blank. If you are doing medium or spicy, I hope that's what I said earlier, you can sort of use these, but you need to put it into your own words, okay? Use these as an example. Okay, so my hook draws the reader in. There are lots of remarkable people in the world, but none as special as, and then you're gonna put your pen pal's name. So for example, we could use Savannah, and Savannah's letter's right here, so I would write on my Google Doc, Savannah, after I type this sentence in the hook box, okay? Next is bridge. A few basic facts about my pen pal are, and then I would read about Savannah, and I would say, she goes horseback riding once a week, she graduated from Cherokee Trails High School, and she enjoys 5Ks, 10Ks, marathons, and triathlons with her family, okay? So those are a couple basic facts about her, giving us some background info. It's a transition sentence or a more serious sentence from our hook that connects these two. And lastly, you'll put your thesis. This tells the reader exactly what your paper will be about. I always like it if you guys do this last. You could do your entire intro paragraph last, but especially your thesis, because it's really hard to write a thesis if you don't know what your paper is about and you need to find your claims first. So maybe I'm gonna come back to this, but I could at least type my sentence stem, which would be, after getting a letter back from Savannah, I learned that she is remarkable because, and I would have to go through my letter and find one reason why Savannah is remarkable. Okay, so moving on to body paragraph 1. This comes directly after your intro paragraph, okay? So for body paragraph 1, we're gonna start with a claim about Savannah. The reason why Savannah is remarkable is because she is, and maybe just for the sake of this example, we'll say that she is resilient, because I'm sure that she is resilient. And resilient means that against all odds, she continues to fight for what she believes in or for what she wants, despite adversity. All right, evidence. For example, on the first page of Savannah's letter, she said, and then I would put a quote from Savannah about how she's resilient or how she overcame something. And so I need my piece of evidence to directly back up my claim. If in my claim I say that Savannah is resilient, that means that my evidence has to prove how she is resilient. I would have to give an example of how she overcame something, okay? Lastly, my reasoning, after I put my quote, I would explain it in my own words and say, this shows that Savannah is resilient by demonstrating blah, 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 blah. And I explain how my quote or how my evidence, in my reasoning, I explain how my evidence backs up my claim and why it's important, okay? And now, gotta move my camera over to the next part of the board. Okay. So if you do the mild assignment, you're only doing an intro paragraph and a body paragraph 1, and you're writing a concluding sentence. So for my mild people, you only need to write 1 sentence for your conclusion, and basically what you'll do is you'll say, in conclusion, Savannah is remarkable because she is, and you would restate your thesis. So in our body paragraphs, we talked about how Savannah was resilient. So you would say, in conclusion, Savannah is remarkable because she is resilient. You're just restating your thesis. Okay, For those of you that are not doing mild, you're doing medium and spicy. Sorry, sometimes it's so hard to breathe when I'm talking this long. Okay, for those of you that are doing medium and spicy, you need to add a sentence 2, 3, and 4. In sentence 2, you'll say something special that you learned about your pen pal, and then in sentence 3 and 4, you're gonna add something that overall you learned about people with disabilities or people that are different from us. You could talk about melody in the book, anything that has to do with something you learned about remarkable people, and how our differences can actually bring us together, and how we can learn about each other. So, this is your video that I'm putting on Google Classroom. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But use this and these anchor charts as your foundation for writing your persuasive essay on remarkable people. Thank you. See you guys soon.